This week, we take a close look at discussions taking place at the FinTech Connect conference. South Korea has its very first tech unicorn. We take a closer look at TOS. And the winners of the Open Up Challenge have been announced. We explore all this and more here in the Frictionless Finance Report. Hi there, I'm Kenny from the ID Co. Welcome to the festive Frictionless Finance Report, our bi-weekly newsletter looking at everything to do with open banking, consumer experience and fintech. Let's kick off. Open banking featured heavily at the FinTech Connect conference taking place in London last week. Open banking was discussed against the backdrop of data breaches and the lack of competition in the market. And finally, a discussion took place around what banks really think of fintechs. Are they merely nothing less than mosquitoes? We take a closer look at articles explaining the impact of open banking on both the mortgage and payments industries. Offering outstanding customer service and meeting expectations is key in winning customer loyalty. And how could open banking bring down fees within the payments industry? We take a closer look. We've seen open banking feature in more review articles and what to look out for in 2019. Citi AM have covered open banking as one of their key trends to watch for in 2019. Fixing a poor customer journey and building trust with consumers is seen to be key for success in open banking, according to Finance Derivative. Funding Circle have been named as one of the 5 winners in the inaugural Open Up Challenge. The challenge, put on by Nesta, sought to reward fintechs working in open banking and solving funding problems for SMEs. And separately, Funding Circle have announced a $1 billion funding partnership with Waterfall Asset Management. Well done to all involved. In the banking world, this week we have seen considerable coverage of the UK challenger banks. Revolut has gained a European banking licence from the Bank of Lithuania. The licence will see them branch out into Europe before potentially passporting into bigger markets. New research has shown that 1 in 4 millennials in the UK bank with a challenger bank. The number is highest for millennials and naturally drops off for older generations. Is the SWIFT banking system still fit for purpose? The Guardian has reported on the difficulties some customers have had in sending money abroad. And Barclays Bank have followed Monzo and Starling by blocking payments to gambling sites. Heading abroad, the news from open banking is centred around Asia-Pac and the Antipodes. A new survey by Accenture has shown that 90% of banks in Asia-Pac are planning on offering open banking products to their commercial customers. The survey also showed that banks are confident of making money through open banking. The introduction of consumer data rights and open banking will place data firmly back in the hands of consumers in Australia. And what lessons can Australia learn from the UK in open banking? We check out the news. There has been a number of big stories in this week's FinTech review. Chinese fintechs are looking at Africa as their next potential market. Could the US and Europe follow thereafter? Are millennials moving away from the use of credit cards towards more frequent and smaller loans? New research suggests they are. And how is fintech progressing in the United States compared to the UK? Is there still much work to be done to win over consumer confidence? We finish with a summary of what's new from the ID Co. Over the last couple of weeks, we've been busy at the Open Banking Expo and the FData Global Open Banking Summit. You can read our blog summary of the FData Summit in the links below. You can find all you need to know from the ID Co by following our blog and social media channels. Thanks to everyone who reads and watches the Frictionless Finance Report, and on behalf of the whole ID Co team, we wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Until next time.